Friends, now we are going to discuss some of the issues related to higher education. Uh, the problems that has created by COVID-19. Since last 100 days, there is a no schools or the higher education institutions working for the development of the country. As a result, it has created so many problems conducting examinations, new admissions, semester system, rather than managing the skill and the teaching methods. So it is an opportunity to reform our educational system in the country. We have so many policies on the education, but still we have not arrived at a particular point of consensus to have an effective educational policy system in the country. Plus two, in most of the countries it is a community colleges. But in India, preparation for higher level learning is being done under this plus two. But there is no uniformity in India. State boards are there, CBSE is there, ICSE is there, and as per their convenience, every institution is following its own syllabus. Now, there are two important aspects in the higher education system. One is knowledge society and the knowledge economy. That is the must in the education system. We are expected to create the brain rather than boss. Dynamics of tangible and intangible assets of the higher education institutions is becoming very important. Now, the intangible asset is becoming very, very significant. If you look at the tendency in both the aspects, you will see the tangible assets is coming down and the intangible asset is increasing. There is a cross in the tangible and intangible assets. What are these intangible assets? Intangible assets, what the purpose of education is knowledge, wisdom, and character. And combine all these three, the best citizen or the better citizen that we can create through higher education institutions. Know the reputation, trust on the institutions, strategy, relation with personnel and stakeholders, relation with clients and stakeholders, innovations and the creativity. Creative is totally, it's not being created because the whole syllabi is the content based. There is no outcome based. Even the examination is also conducted on the content based, not on the outcome based. So use of ICT tools in the higher education institutions is very weak, particularly the rural areas where there is a problem of internet and internet facilities available to the schools. Now, if you look at the ICT, use of ICT has a 7 teaching objectives. Teaching objectives includes presentation, demonstration, animation, research, collaboration and communication, management of the students' learning. So these are the very important teaching objectives. How we can manipulate all these objectives through ICT? ICT is a tool, it is a medium. So what is requirement? Text is important. Unfortunately, text is not in the model form as per the convenience of the local expertise. Every state university has prepared its own syllabus. There is no uniformity all over the country. UGC has given a model syllabus, but most of the state universities are not in a position to accept this syllabus because it requires some extra additional skills and the training to the teachers, and that would be the additional burden on the universities and the government. So that nobody is going to do it. Audio, video, computer, internet. So these are the requirement for the ICT tools. If these things are not there, then it goes very difficult to follow the ICT tools in the education system. Now, for the point of the competencies for the teachers, there are 6 measures across 3 growth phases. We will first see the three growth phases. What are these three growth phases? Technology literacy is totally absent in the among the teachers. Knowledge deepening and knowledge creation. In fact, a professor is one who knows the art of imparting knowledge. He imparts the knowledge and similarly he creates the knowledge. So this knowledge deepening and knowledge creation is very important through the technological literacy. What are the 6 areas of educational focus? The first is understanding ICT in education, curriculum and assessment, pedagogy, ICT, organization and administration, teachers professional development. So if you look at these 6 areas, the university system and even the government and the local institutions are not in a position to follow these 6 areas of educational focus. As a result, poverty of higher education begins still today, and it will never end unless we have some structural changes in the whole educational system. Now look at the teaching strategy. Only blackboard and chalk-piece technology will not solve the problem. That would be a direct, deliberations with the students. But we are not making the students another way. So what they require, how they understand all these things in a outcome model. There are seminars, student seminar we can conduct. So many strategies are available in the system. Field visits, internship, bridge courses, dual degree program, outcome-based syllabi and the outcome-based examination, creativity and the originality so as to avoid the plagiarism, hands in education, leadership training program, language proficiency, focused group discussion, debate, project presentation, experiments, practicum, learning by doing or doing by learning, summer workshops, and higher order thinking from model interviews. So many techniques are available. So all these things are equipped, then we can generate and create a very expert citizens required for the India's development. But unfortunately, we have very narrow ideas of educational, innovations. If there is a mushrooming growth of the, institutions, the supply side is okay because government is following either the state government or the central government. They are following the supply side economic policies. There is no demand side economic policies in overall government outlook. So we require now the demand side, outlook. So even the policy, recent policy draft of 2019, it gives merging of some of the colleges and the courses, convention of some courses into distance mode. That is another way. Look at the arts, subjects and arts degrees. So that whole 100% those things can be transferred to the distance mode. There is a no requirement of the regular teaching because the students are now stopped to come to the colleges except geography and economics. They require some teaching, regular contacts are required. But unfortunately what happens, economics requires some mathematics and econometrics that is placed in the arts faculty. It should be transferred to the basic economics. Same is the case with geography. Geography comes under its BOS comes under science faculty. A degree to the students is given in the BA. So there are so many irregularities in the higher education system. Science technology curriculum has to be modernized, particularly the computer and technology aspect. There should be 50%, more than 50% of the dynamic component. Because once the universities are prepared syllabus, it applies for the next 5 years. So during the 5 years, there are so many changes that are happening in the technological space. So that will, generate, students' abilities and capacities to tackle the problems in the economies. Anytime examination system, that would be very difficult. This is not just so difficult. If the particularly now because of the COVID, whether to conduct the part 3 examination or not, I would say examination is very necessary. There should not be any examinations. And are 3 students, the number is very less. You can have a each student can have a separate question paper that can be generated if the controller of examination is in favor of such technological innovations. Then he will bring it. There is no any problem in bringing such type of innovations. And there is a need to conduct the third BA, BSc, third degree program is very important. Similarly, we can have higher education institutions. The outlook has to be changed because just I told you that there is no value to the supply side system in the higher education institutions. Classroom structure, let's take for example classroom structure. It is a square form. Some benches, rows are put there, and person teaching with the boards and so that is the traditional system. But we require around classrooms, around benches has to be put so that interaction can be made more effective. Benchmarking of the higher education institutions is totally absent in the Indian universities. Benchmarking is very important. Where I stand in the academics, where I stand in the research, where I stand in the curriculum development. Is my curriculum is competent to the world market, that labor market? So all these things should be looked into. So that is why benchmarking or the institutional development plan. No institution is having such type of innovative ideas to develop the integrated development plans for the corresponding 5 years, 10 years of the future perspectives. Regular mode and distance mode, they are combined together. It's totally philosophy of the distance mode is totally different. It is outcome based. You look at the curriculum designed by the European universities and the examinations they conduct under the distance mode, you will see the question paper is an outcome based model. So unless you read the given reading material, you cannot answer the questions. So in that perspective, that philosophy has to be different. But in most of the Indian universities, regular course and the distance mode is same because syllabus is same, examinations are conducted at the simultaneous period, etc. So this is the totally irregularities in the higher education system. Most of the institutions are doing well, particularly during the COVID-19. Everybody is looking for the Moodle and MOOCs and video conferencing, webinars. So many webinars are coming. Only this is because of the COVID. But if you look at the institutions, they have developed AICT, CEC, IGNU, IIM, then NCERT, NAPTEL, UGC, so Ministry of Higher Education. So many ICT initiatives have been taken by these institutions. You will look at these things, so you will find that so many things are coming up in the system. For example, Ministry of Higher Education, MHRD, central government has created Swayam Prabha, National Digital Library, EPG Pathshala, Shodha Ganga, you know, is Shodha Sindhu, e-journals, e-yantra. This is the practical component. Virtual labs are being developed by the eminent laboratories, and that is going to be taught to the students. Then FOSSI, so many things are spoken tutorials, virtual labs, university enterprise resources planning, that is Samarth. So many schemes are being implemented. More than 500 crore courses have been developed under this SWAYAM. So those things are being done at the central level. But the higher education institutions and the educational, universities and the education medias, they are not using those things very perfectly. Things are there, but the implementation is very important. Now, if this is being followed, so that we capability and the abilities of our youth can be increased, and the social and economic responsibilities can be created among the youths in India. Thank you.